Hello, believers. In this video, we will know the 10 pro-level tips everyone must know and free 105 OVR players. Furthermore, we will also cover these topics. 1. Esports community in FC Mobile. 2. 10 pro-level tips to follow. Anyway, believers, make sure to smash the subscribe button, plus turn on the notification bell icon so that you will never miss amazing content just like this. Now, let's move with point number 1. Free 105 OVR player and esports community in FC Mobile. Before we start, this is very important in the FC Mobile community, and please, humble request, don't skip this part as this is going to be a big step. First, many of you don't even know what actually esports is, right? So, its full name is electronic sports and refers to competitive video gaming, where players or teams compete against each other in organized tournaments or leagues. So this is actually kind of a tournament, and some people take it lightly, but if you listen to why esports is important in every game, then you will never take it lightly. Esports is important for several reasons. It develops your gaming skills, it has career opportunities, and you can represent yourself, you can represent your country, and so on. It's also entertainment for those who don't participate. Anyway, esports is the most important thing in any gaming community. But the thing is, the game you're playing right now has no good esports and no platform from which you can represent your country and yourself by playing this game. So in the recent context, eSports is a must in every game community. And our competitor game, a football, started eSports a year ago, where literally I saw my friend who represented his country, and I feel proud that he is doing that from gaming. So, for esports growth, we are going to conduct a huge tournament in FC Mobile, where you can show your FC Mobile skills and win a biggest prize pool. Now, I have said free 105 OVR players, but the rewards are 10x better than that in this tournament, and you are going to love it. Also, you can represent your country, your name among the FC Mobile community. So I will definitely announce everything when we are ready enough to go. You might ask me how to register for it and many more. Everything will be announced within the next 1 to 5 days. So build a squad, start practicing H2H gameplay. If you want to share your thoughts, if you want to chat with your friends about tournaments, then just come to our Discord server, search the chat tournament. Here you can talk about tournaments. Now let's move with point number 2. 10 pro-level tips to follow. Tips 1. VSA game mode. I am not sure whether you guys like the VSA game mode or not, but VSA is fast-paced, and I will suggest making a habit of reaching at least legendary rank in VSA game mode, because at least you will get some universal tokens. And the more advantage of this VSA mode is when you are trying to play H2H rank mode. This mode helps to warm up your hands a lot. Tips 2. How to push rank. Wasting less time. If you guys want to push rank wasting less time, then here's the best advice. Don't make a habit of playing 50 games a day and not playing for a month. That's very inconsistent, and you might feel frustration. Play little games, but play from time to time with some hours or days gap. This way, you will easily reach at least FC champion rank without feeling pressure or frustration of losing. Also, that will be daily practice of the game. Tips 3. Frustration and anger. I have experience of playing mobile games for decades, and literally 99% of people show anger, frustration if they continuously lose games. I will not say I never show frustration, because it used to happen with me, and I can definitely guide you on it. You might think you are a pro player and you never show frustration, but this is seriously applicable in 99% of cases. Now, the main question is, what's the solution for it, and how to control frustration and anger when playing games? So the solution is dependent on the player to player. If you are playing games for entertainment, then to decrease your frustration, always avoid playing when you lose 2 to 3 matches in a row, because in the loss, that's human natural behavior. Everyone will show anger or frustration. Leave the game for some time, and when you feel good or when you are in a sad moment, you can try the game. That time, you will perform well. For those who are playing games for the high-level grindings and being an esports player, you can't exit the game and take rest, because for such players, you have to practice more and struggle more to learn more. When you concede goal, try to play more match to learn. I don't mean play for long hours, take a leave for 10 minutes after every 4 to 5 games. And being esports player, try to make a positive attitude. Don't be too mad or don't be too happy, because both will result in losing a match and making more mistakes. You should start focusing on skills rather than anger, because you cannot ultimately remove your anger or happiness in your life. That's normal in every person. But if you try to focus more on your game and executing good tactics, that's going to help you to forget about your anger. How it works? It works because when you play football on the ground, do you remember anything except enjoying that moment? Same thing applies here. Tips 4. Players nerf. If you want to be a pro player then, you must know this thing called player nerf because at the professional level, even losing one match might be a very big loss. And if the player you are using has got nerfed, then you should consider changing alternatives for that. Do you remember on days like Tuesday, Saturday, and Thursday, EA send content updates to the game, and on those days, they lower the ability to perform for those players. So, learn to detect how to know whether your players are nerfed or not. Tips 5. How to check if players are nerfed or not. To check whether players are nerfed or not, you will notice the player you used will start performing worse consistently in a row. If that happens then, you can think the guy is nerfed, but you can also have skill issues in some cases. That's the reason. To know whether that specific player is nerfed or not, you can ask your friends whether the specific player is performing good with him or not. Now, one more suggestion I will advise is, never tell your friend whether the player you are suggesting him is too good or too bad, because he will not give you honest opinion. He will repeat the same things that you said. So try to be careful with your yapper friends, and to get friends, simply visit our Discord server. You will get friends who can guide you a lot and make you smart. Tip 6. Choosing strikers. Wherever you guys are choosing strikers, it's always important to see 3 qualities on him, and they are skill move, weak foot, and shooting. If your striker has at least 4-star skill move, then, even though he doesn't have good dribbling, then that's really not going to matter, because strikers are not for dribbling. Striker are dependent on midfielders and left wingers, so dribbling and passing are not much important factors that highly affects in this game. The reason for the 4-star skill move is because even though the striker doesn't have that much great dribbling, we can show skill moves and do direct finishing. Tip 7. Change formation. I will not suggest you change formation constantly, since that might affect your gameplay and it might result in scoring less goals, but once you master one formation, you can definitely try out other formations to learn more in game. Honestly, if you want to score tons of goals in FC Mobile, then formation really matters, and formation works in FC Mobile too. Let me suggest some formation which works best when it comes to scoring more goals. Basically, choose an attacking formation like 4-3-3 attack, 3-4-3 flat. 3-4-3 flat is a bit risky defensively and conceding chances increases, but attacking is just amazing. Both of these narrow formations are good. Basically, my suggestion will be to use formations which have at least 4 attackers. For example, 4-2-2-2 has 4 attackers, which makes it easy to attack. And since there are also 6 defensive players, it's going to be much easier to defend. This will help a lot on attacking, and I am really not saying that. You are a beginner and you will score goals using formation only. You must have at least some skill to use formation. And then you can score more goals. Tips 8. Always keep the attacking lineup with 5-star weak foot. See whether it's left wing, right wing, or striker, or even in the case of center attacking midfielders. When the thing called attacking comes then, you always have to use a player with the 5-star weak foot. That's very much essential, since having weak foot accuracy below 5, player shooting in the game is really worst. Anyway, I will recommend checking your player's weak foot in these positions. That's really going to help you to boost your gameplay by 50% and score a lot of goals and convert most of the shots into the goal. The positions are strikers, wingers, attacking midfielder, center midfielder. You have to check the weak foot in center midfielder, since they are really good on long-range goals. I think you should start practicing the beta version, because in the beta version you are going to get a huge update where the gameplay is much more different, and you might have to practice the beta version separately to know how the new mechanics work. The skill moves are slowed a little bit in beta, passing is improved, and the defending system is optimized. So watch this video if you want to know how to download the beta version of FC Mobile. Tips 10. Practice for the biggest tournament. Since a new tournament is coming, and it is going to be a really big tournament with grand prizes, unique ideas such as lose-to-win prizes, and everything publicly disclosed, that might be a first step in FC Mobile eSports to represent yourself. So be ready. Reach as much as higher rank you can to win grand rewards. We are even trying to collaborate with the FC Mobile official team. We have already completed 80% of our task, planning how the tournament will work. If you really need some spoilers then, I can say one thing. We might even stream for this tournament in our second YouTube channel, Believers Hub. Anyway, stay up to date for more future updates and don't forget to join Discord. So that's all for today's video. I will meet you with other amazing contents. Till then, your lovely host, Mr. Believer, signing out.